I am so tired of having to make this review here. Everything which could possibly go wrong went wrong, and there's all sorts of weird requirements from these guys here. They have to show it's a tough phone. You have to do all sorts of boring stuff that I know you guys are not interested anyway. So we have to show this is a tough guy. Let's see if it's a tough guy. If I survive this, I'll do the review, guys. I'll say I'm really tired of this. So let's see if it works. Hello, are you awake? Yes, Lars, I am awake. Actually, I really like the watch. I just don't like the requirements. Let's take a look at it and see how it works. We'll go inside and we'll do this the survival Russia way. I don't want to do all these weird requirements of showing this and that and tell about this and that. It's so boring. We're just gonna do survival Russia style. Alright, so let's go in, let's take a look at the watch. It's really awesome actually. I've been using it for quite a while. Too long, according to the guy who sent me this. I understand that. Well, that's just how it is. Let's go and see if it works still, how it is and so on, and let's do a survival Russia style review. And let's try and put the camera a little bit like that. So let's go do a survival Russia style review of this guy here, and I'll show you what's useful about this watch here, because I actually really like it. I'm just irritated of the requirements and all this. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Survival Russia. Today we're going to take a look at the watch here, KOSPET Tank M4 of course. And as I said outside, I like the watch, but I'm really fed up with these requirements. I've been fighting with the microphones wasn't working and all that good stuff. So actually I threw out all the other footage that I made, and I'm just going to do it my way, because bear with me for a second. When you do a review, they always send some briefs and have the requirements of what you have to talk about and what you have to show. And I know it's really boring for you guys, because you guys who are interested in this stuff here, you just want to know how it works and what I think about it or what somebody else thinks about it. For example, they want to tell me that Cole Hawker, which is a guy who won the Olympics in 2024 in Paris, gold medalist on 1,500 meters and a world champ on 5,000 meters in Tokyo in 2025, I think it was, that he's the ambassador for this watch here, that he uses it and so on. I of course understand that they want me to say that, so I said that now. So that's out of the way. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to tell you guys and show you guys what I like about the watch, because it has some good features. I've been testing quite a lot of watches. One earlier I tested from this company, from KOSPET. I tested some other ones. We never made it to the review because I didn't like them. They didn't work very well, especially the heart sensors and so on, or the pulse sensor. One thing I can say out of the box here is, from the box actually, right? We have a lot of information on the box. It's past the standard, mil standard 810H tests. They claim here that it passed 20 different mil standard 810H tests. So that's it most likely did. And here we have the box, Tank M4 from KOSPET. So the watch is of course not only made for diving, it has something like 120 or 180. I'll show you different settings for different sports. Water skiing, jet skiing, free training, weight training, water polo, whatnot. But one really awesome thing for us, which are outdoors people, right? One thing is awesome is that it's able to work with offline maps. And it works with all 6 most common GPS, GLONASS and all these different navigating systems. But through the app here, you can work with offline maps, and you can just transfer whatever you want to the phone. It's easy to do. Just download them from the computer, from your laptop, to the phone. You transfer whatever maps you want to use to your device here, to your smartwatch, and everything is awesome. Then you will not get lost in the forest, even without navigation, even without GPS signal, right? That's pretty awesome. It's of course also awesome if you are hiking and all sorts of good stuff. You plan a route or you want to backtrack your route and all that good stuff. So this is one thing I like about it. So one thing I do know about these smartwatches here is that if you use GPS a lot, either for running, hiking, whatever, if you use the GPS function a lot, then the battery will run out much faster. This watch here, they claim it charges to in 2 hours for 15 days of use. And that's actually correct. I've done that many times. It lasts for a really, really long time if you're not using the GPS. So if you're going somewhere using GPS and all that good stuff, then they sent me this guy. It's not included with the watch, but it's a power pocket for M4, as you can see. I'll show you. But that is actually a portable charger. It's on 850 milliamps. The watch is 500 milliamps. So that'll anyway give you a little bit extra charge, so to speak, if you don't have a power bank and so on, or a phone with a power bank. I've shown many phones with power banks, right? So yeah, I think it's pretty neat. It is pretty neat. I'll show you, as I said. I think I have been blah blah blahing enough about this watch. That's what I wanted to say. So let's take a look at it. Let's get it onto the table and I'll show you its features, so to speak. We have the box here. Nothing super interesting about the box other than in the box we have the watch. We have the charger. You just put the phone in the charger like that and it charges. Not the phone, the watch, of course. But anyway, we have the instructions, and these instructions, they're actually pretty useful. That is a rarity, you can say. It is not, I not experienced that with a whole lot of watches and so on, sometimes phones as well. Not super awesome. But the instructions here, they're actually useful. There'll of course be links in the description to this watch here. There you can check out all the specs and all the fancy stuff they write about this watch here. But what I can say is, it's heavy, it has some heft to it, it's very well built in a stainless steel case, scratch-proof Gorilla, Corning glass and whatnot. But we were speaking a little bit about the offline maps and GPS and power usage and all this, or power consumption. And I just want to show you this guy here, which is a kind of a special power bank for this guy. So we just charged this little device here. And we can attach it to the phone and charge our phone through this one. It's of course not charged because I've not used it. Here we have a lanyard for it. We have the cable for it. And it is, what is it? It is USB to USB-C, of course. So the strap here, this is a silicone strap. It has some stretch to it, which is actually very, very nice because we can mount it on our wrist and fasten it pretty well, but it's not going to be too tight. I really like this strap here, and as you most likely can see, it's bent a little bit here, so it will not stick out here on the other end. It will actually lay nicely around the other part of the strap. And this guy here has a little bit of a lock here, and it actually works. This guy here is not moving, so yeah, the strap is nice, but if you are more into leather straps, then they sell these leather straps here, two different ones, brown and black. If that's something that you are into, that's an option, so to speak. But I like the silicone strap, the original strap. It's nice. But I don't know how much we can see here. But the watch is well made. It's really nice. I like it. I like the functions. And what I like about it is that, for example, when we go in here, we can say we go to the compass, for example, we can check the compass out. What's nice about the compass is that as soon as the watch hits true north or magnetic north, bim, 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 it vibrates. I find that nice. And if you don't use the watch, it just goes back to the screen saving mode, so to speak, right? And when you activate the watch again, it will stay there. It will not just jump back to the front screen, or what we can call it, right? I like this. There's different kinds of screens for it, of course. You just hold down on it and you can scroll through the different screens, blah blah blah. But I like this one here because here we have all the, you can say, relevant information, energy consumption, time, steps, pulse, whatnot. We have my phone, we have the app, and this is the first page on the app. We can see outside is -2. It's not really cold. I'm not using the watch all day, so yeah, 112 calories. It says 4,000 steps, heart rate. Well, here we have sleep, for example, 7 hours, 27 minutes. We can click on the sleep. Sleep is important for muscle growth and recuperation and recovery and so on, right? So here we can see sleep analysis, normal, low REM sleep, for example. And we can go through our different, you can see last night I slept only 5 minutes, 31 minutes, according to the phone anyway. 7:28, blah blah blah. You get the idea, right? Let's take a look at the workout. Just gonna turn it around here a little bit. So we have workouts down here. Here we have sports management. If we click on this guy here, you can see that we have outdoor running, outdoor walking, and we have just plethora of all sorts of stuff. Sledding, orienteering, BMX, motor racing, I mean, and it just continues on and on and on. You can see that's a lot of different sports settings we have, and we can rearrange them and all sort of good stuff. So we have the ones we are prioritizing. But let's take a look at one of my workouts just for the fun of it. We just press the workout button. So here we can see my workout. What was this? Free training. That was when I was in school. Alright guys, I'm back in school. I will of course use the KOSPET watch here. So let's see what the app here says while making 400 something squats and 400 something push-ups. With the guys there, we're doing my own thing. You can see we can measure our VO2 max if we want to as well. Here we have some different workouts. If we have a lot of workouts stored, we can just go through the history. But we can tap this one here, right? All right. 152 calories. We can see that my heart rate was around 103. At maximum it was 144. Duration 33.55 minutes. And in these 33.55 minutes, I managed to make more than 400 push-ups and 400 squats through a deck of cards. That's a completely different story, but that is one of the workouts I do anyway. And according to the watch here, 97% of the time spent on warm-up. Maybe it would be different if I used another setting than free training, but to me it's not really that important. So I had 97% warm-up and 3% fat burning. We can do it a little bit simpler. We can tap here on workout data, and then we just get the data from the workout. All right, guys, so that's the watch. That's a smartwatch, Tank M4 from KOSPET. I like it. I think it's really good outdoors watch, and it's not that costly, less than $200. And as the title most likely say, I think it can compete with $500 Garmin. I've had no problems with it at all. But I've already been talking enough about this smartwatch here, so nothing much more to say than check the links in the description if you're interested. And until next time, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you very much for your time. And sorry that my second upload this time here was a review. I don't like it either.